Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Seb and welcome back to another Division video. So, as you can tell by the title, what I'm about to show you guys is my 513k toughness one-shot tank build. Again, this has been highly requested video, just like my tank build pre-patch 1.2, so it was only right that I got onto this. This video isn't scripted, it's just me sitting down and just casually explaining my setup, so apologies in advance for the lack of fluency. I'm actually going to show you guys two builds in this video. So the first half will be the tank build using the BFB bomb, and the second one will be using the proximity bomb. And in the end, I'll try to compare the two and conclude which one is ideal or when you should use one over the other. Anyway, so enough of the intro, let's dive into this. One more thing, just to add in there, that both the builds are solo builds, so it's there especially for you guys who like to roam around by yourself in the dark zone, but they can be tweaked easily to be used in a fire team. Okay, so I'm going to start off by going over the perks I use. Let's quickly dive into this. Abilities. Okay, while we're here, just quickly go over. So I'll be using the overdose. As you can see, heals for 68,000. Cooldown is 22 seconds. I'm actually going to come back on this because this figure isn't actually right. Although it says 22 seconds, it's not actually 22 seconds, it's a lot less. And the same thing with the BFB bomb. Okay, so the damage is 250,000, explosion radius is 5.26 meters, and the cooldown here is 34.4 seconds. Again, like I said, this number is misleading. It's not the actual number, it's actually slightly less than this, and I'll test it out and show you guys here as well. Alright, let's go into the talents. So this is the tank build, 513k toughness tank build, one shot with the BFB. And we're going to be running solo. So what we're running here is combat medic. Use medkit near allies to heal group members, proxies. It says allies, but this is broken, so if you use it, it actually gives you extra heal. And Massive will be fixing this soon. They're looking into it. And what else we have? We have critical save. Use a medkit during low health to increase damage resistance by 40%. This is essential. So in the medical tree, I think these two are the best perks to use. And then of course, we gotta have chain reaction. Damage multiple hostiles with an explosion to apply 40% more damage from the blast. So yeah, this is extremely useful. And what we have here is on the move, kill a hostile while moving to reduce incoming damage by 30% for 10 seconds. Again, this is another really good perk. So if you land your sticky bomb on a few enemies, and then while you're rolling around and moving around and you kill them, you automatically get 30% damage reduction for 10 seconds, which is really good. Alright, so that's talents out of the way. Did I go over the perks? Yeah, that's it. Okay, now I'm going to go straight into my inventory and I'll explain to you guys what I have. Alright. Weapons wise, we're not really too concerned about the weapons. My DPS is less than 100k, which is understandable if you're running this kind of build. Do you really need DPS? No, you don't. If you're going to be running this build, you don't really need it. The main aspect of this build is survivability. Is the fact that you'll be running around solo in the dark zone. You should be able to take players out with the one-shot sticky bomb. But having said that, if people are running two of these gear set pieces, which basically give you 50% extra exotic damage resilience, you won't be able to one-shot certain players. But having said that, not everyone runs this, so this build is still viable. Having said that, on top of that, even if players are running this and you're in combat with them, let's just say their health goes down below 50%, or there's mobs around that are hitting them and you can see the damage, their health is going low, you can still shoot them with the sticky bomb and it will basically kill them. Yeah, so that's another reason to still use this. And I think post patch 1.2, I think it's fair to say that they have actually balanced the sticky bomb. I wouldn't say nerf, they've actually balanced it. I mean, if you think of it, it was quite unfair pre patch 1.2 that you can just go around just wipe teams with one sticky bomb. So I mean, Massive did a good job, I think, in my opinion, that they've kind of balanced this out. Okay, so I'm not going to talk about my primary weapon, I'm actually going to go into this one. Okay. First wave vector. Alright, first wave vector. The reason I'm actually showing you guys this is because I've got this talent called Skilled. Headshot kills with this weapon increased signature skill resource by 11.5%. So when you pop your super and that cooldown that you have, if you go around killing mobs and you get headshots with them, your cooldown will come back 11.5% faster for every single kill that you get. So you can pretty much get your super back within killing, let's say, 5 or 6 enemies. So it's very important to get a gun that has that perk. I would say go for an SMG rather than like a sniper or something like that, because it's a lot easier to get headshots with an SMG. Anyway, let's jump into this build. So as you can see, I'm running 3-piece tactician, 2-piece final measure. Ideally, I would have loved to have a 3-piece for the extra protection from elites, but unfortunately I haven't got a knee pad which fulfills this kind of build. So I kind of just went with this other piece over here, the Hunter's Faith knee pad with the right perks, to kind of just give me that toughness. Anyway, so let's go over here. Final measure vest. So 907 health, as you can see. Major attribute is 631 armor. Minor attribute is 41% ammo capacity, ballistic shield health 8%, and it has 2 mod slots. Okay, very important here. I got extremely lucky getting this chest piece. I got it via supply drop, and getting 2 mod slots on this, stacking it in with 2 mods has helped me a lot with this actual build. Okay, so the armor's useful here. Ballistic shield health, I just gotta pass on that. That could have easily been probably sticky bomb damage, but you know, it's down to RNG what you get and what you don't get. Okay, so I'm gonna go into my mods now. Mods I've been running here is 2 stamina and skill power mods. 160 stamina, 1546 skill power, and again 157 stamina and 1597 skill power. Okay, so these stamina mods are really useful for this build. I think the max you can get is 161 in stamina. Yeah, so I mean I can still improve on the second one, but you know, I'm not gonna get that easily. And okay, so that's the chest piece. And just to show you guys that don't know what the actual chest piece does, gaining 2 of these gives you 50% exotic damage resilience. So that's resistance against flamethrowers, sticky bombs. So you know, I mean, I'm running a sticky bomb build, but it's important that I don't get killed by one as well. So basically, this basically cuts the damage pretty much in half. And like I said earlier, I would have loved to have the third piece for the 15% protection from elites. And the reason why is that obviously more survivability. But at the same time, if I'm going rogue in DZ6 and 5, this is going to help me a lot with 500k toughness. You know, so I can just run into mobs, and then if there's enemies chasing me, they'll take more damage than I would. That's why you've kind of like got to change your play, how you play with this build. So although you might go rogue and there's people chasing you, lead them into enemies. That's the whole point. You got to lead them into enemies, so while they're taking damage, even if they have 2 final measure pieces on, you can still sticky bomb them and then wipe them out. Okay, moving on. Let's go to the mask. The mask I have is the final measure mask, which has 491 armor, 699 health, and the major attribute here is skill power of 5075. I think that's hitting the cap. The cap is like 5100 or something. So yeah, again, I think I re-rolled this. Yeah, I did. I think it had armor. I'm not sure if it had armor on it. What did it have? It must have exotic damage resilience. Yeah. I re-rolled it to skill power because I needed that skill power, and I was lucky enough to get enemy armor damage of 7% and 9% sticky bomb explosion radius, which is perfect. Can't really fault this piece over here. Okay, moving on. Alright, so the knee pads, like I said earlier, I wish I had the final measure knee pads with these exact, well, not exact, but these similar stats. Because if I try to change to anything else, it brings me down, brings my toughness down. And yeah, I want to try and keep it above 500. Okay, so health is 775 stamina on this. Armor is 1161. That's mainly due to the fact that I have 316 armor here. And oh, look, sticky bomb explosion radius as well. So My mask is giving me 9%. This is giving me 8%. So that's a total of 17% extra explosion radius. And for those of you that have been using sticky bomb builds, you know that the running BFB has a small explosion radius. So this is definitely coming in handy for that. And the extra thing is I've got bleed resistance. So it's very important. The amount of times I've gone rogue and I'm trying to run away. The good players that have pistols that cause bleed damage. This is going to be really useful to counter that. Okay, so that's that. The mod I'm using is 145 stamina and 1474 skill power. And again, this mod can be improved. I can get 160 stamina and probably 1500 or something, so that'll make it a lot better as well. But currently, let's just stay with that. What have I got on this one? We'll come back to this. Okay, so that's my knee pad. Moving on to the 3-piece tacticians. Let's go to the backpack. Alright, so tactician 3-piece backpack. I have 441 armor as a major attribute. Armor here is 1062 in total, extremely good. Having said that, I haven't actually showed you my character thing. I'll show you my character survivability after this. Okay, so 593 electronics, 158, that's coming from the mod. What do we have here? We have sticky bomb damage, which is really good, and 14% bleed resistance. So I'm actually stacked into bleed resistance. Not that I went for it, I just got really lucky that I ended up getting bleed resistance. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, the guys that don't know what the 3-piece tactician gives you, you get extra 4k skill power by having 2, and if you get the third one, your skill haste goes up by 20%. So if you remember earlier in the video, I was showing you guys the cooldown times for the health, for the overdose, and the BFP bomb. The figures that we're showing there, they're not actually that. They're slightly less than this. Thanks mainly to this third bonus. Okay, so this is my backpack. Going on to the gloves now. What do we have here? Okay, so straight away, the gear score on these gloves is 214. So I can easily improve this if I have a 240 gear score, because obviously the higher the gear score, the better the stats will be on the actual piece. I thought about converting this one into stamina, but I need this for my second build, which I'll be talking about later on. Okay, so we have 409 armor here. Critical hit damage 36%. Critical hit chance is 6.5%. Very good. It's got LMG damage on it. I'm not using an LMG. Ideally, if I had an SMG damage, that would have been perfect, which is like this one over here. But I'm not using this for this build. But yeah, as you can see, sticky bomb damage as well, 8%. Again, that's going to come in real handy. And yeah, that's the gloves. And let's go to the holster. Alright, so Tactician's Authority holster. We have 712 electronics, 654 stamina. Again, armor is 425. Sticky bomb damage is 8.5%. And what do we have here? Electronics and skill power 1343. Okay, I can probably switch this out with something else, but I'll see you later on. But for the purpose of this, I think what I have so far works perfectly. Okay, so just quickly going over the BFP damage, 250k capped. Cooldown is 34 seconds, but like I said, it's not the actual figure. It's actually a lot less than that. And the same thing with this. I think the cooldown for this is about 20 seconds, not 22. Okay, so let me go into the character survivability to show you guys what is going on here. So toughness 513k, max health, my actual health is 128k. Armor mitigation is 75% max, which is perfect. Protection from elites, none at the moment. Like I said, I need those knee pads. But we have exotic damage resilience of 50%, bleed resistance of 42%, which is absolutely perfect. Okay, so let me see if I'm missing anything else. No, that's just a brief overview of this tank build. I'm going to try and put some gameplay at the end and show you guys how it fares against other players. Meanwhile, oh, don't go into this. No. Okay, my game's frozen. Oh my god, please get out of this. Yes. Alright. So what you saw here is the tank build. Now I'm going to show you guys using the proximity bomb, the second build. Okay. So actually some of you might be wondering, why am I going to show you the second build? It's because, let's just quickly go here. As you can see, the cooldown for this is about 34 seconds. Okay, having said that, this figure's slightly higher than it should be. But if we go to the proximity bomb, the cooldown here is 24 seconds. Okay, and the other thing you'll notice is the explosion radius for this is 7.31 meters, which is absolutely huge. Okay, absolutely huge. So this is going to cover a lot bigger ground than the BFB, and on top of that, this comes back a lot faster. Okay, so this is the ideal sticky bomb to use. Okay, but unfortunately you cannot have 500k toughness and use a maxed out proximity fuse. So for that, I've got a second build. Let me just quickly switch a few things around. I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna put this on. What else? These gloves. Here, it's bringing my thing up. Ah, there you go. That comes down. This gets swapped or no? I think that stays the same. Right. Let me just quickly check. And there we have it. So just that quickly, I can switch to the second build. Alright. So you might be thinking, why am I even going to use this build? Well, the reason why is because sometimes I like to get my sticky bombs off a lot faster, and sometimes I believe in my abilities to survive. So I sometimes think to myself, I don't really need that 500k toughness. I would only switch to that 500 toughness if I'm playing against kids that are just absolute beasts, you know, that have 300k DPS or something, and they're a team of 4. And so my main focus in that scenario would be to survive. Like, if I can take 1 or 2 out of them, that would be perfect. But my main concern with the other build is survivability. Like, if I'm rogue, just run the timer off and just go hide or something if I can't take the players on. Over here, this is more of a attacking build, so less toughness, but it's still pretty decent. 350k, it's not bad. It can still be improved on. But 44k skill power. Okay, let's go over here. So the cooldown for this is 20 seconds. It's actually less than this, thanks to the 20% skill haste 3-piece tacticians guess I have. And again, proximity fuse. This comes back every 20 seconds. Every 20 seconds. So again, very, very good build. The talents remain the same because it's a solo build. If it was not supposed to be, let's just say if I have 2 teammates, I could easily swap out. Let's go to talents. What I would do is I would swap this out and use triage. Okay, the reason why you would use triage is because if you put a heal down on the floor, any allies that run in between, your cooldown comes back every 15 seconds. So I will probably switch back to the 500k one and use triage, because my BFB will come back a lot faster, and I would still have that extra health, extra toughness, which would be, again, like I said, ideal. Alright, for now I'm just going to switch back to this. Okay, so let me show you guys what I've actually switched out. So my chest piece stays the same, mask stays the same. Knee pads over here, I've been holding on to this for a long time actually. It needs an upgrade, but I can't really find one like this in a 240 version. So what I have here is the Tactician's Authority knee pads, 254 armor, 533 electronics, and the mod, oh sorry, explosion radius on this as well is 9%. So my mask has 9%, this has 9%, so that's 18% more explosion radius. And the mod slot I've got is plus 3% skill haste and 13.5% sticky bomb damage. That is ridiculous. I don't know, actually, how did I get this mod? It must have been through a supply drop. Like I said, this mod and another mod is the reason why my proximity fuse is capped out. Okay, let me go over here. Okay, so that's backpack stays the same. I'm gonna go to the glove. Okay, so the gloves I have here, 6.5 critical hit chance, 496 plus SMG damage, which is good. Critical hit damage, this is ideal gloves to use. 8% sticky bomb damage, again really good. And what I did was I switched out my holster for this one. Okay, so this one has 663 electronics, 650 stamina, 491 armor, and the mod in this one is 3% skill haste and 12% sticky bomb damage. Guys, these two mods are the reason why the sticky bomb is capped at 250k. If I did not have those, I would be looking at about 230 damage over here. So I got extremely lucky with these two mods. And on top of that, this is actually a complete, I would say this is complete, because I got 3-piece final measure gear set. So although my toughness is low, 15% protection from elites is perfect, and the skill power is extremely high. And yeah, so this is the second build. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to show you guys was, let me quickly switch back to that, switch back these gloves, 512, switch back the holster. Okay, I'm not entirely sure I'm going to show you guys this, but I've got my phone here which has a stopwatch. I'm going to show you why this thing is, the figures on this are broken, because they're not actually doing what the cooldown time isn't as what it states. Because at first I was confused. I was like, why isn't the number changing? Because I'm wearing a 3-piece tactician set, so why isn't the number actually changing? Didn't really make sense why. Okay, so here we go. So it says the cooldown for my overdose is 22 seconds, 22.10. Let me bring out my stopwatch. I think when I upload this, I'm gonna probably have a graphic showing you guys, if I can put that on. If I can't, then I guess you'll have to just time it. Okay, so as soon as it releases, I'm gonna start my stopwatch. All right, let's go. All right, so according to the number, it's gonna come back in 22.10 seconds. I've already started my stopwatch. As soon as I get it back, I'm gonna stop it. We're getting close. We're getting close. We're getting close. We're getting close. Okay, I got it back. So I stopped my stopwatch. I got it back in 18.58 seconds. That's about 4 seconds less than what the actual figure is saying. And I believe that's purely to do with the fact that I'm running a 3-piece tacticians, because the third bonus gives you 20% extra skill haste. Okay, so just putting this out there for anyone that's thinking, oh, I don't need to use the 3-piece because the number's not changing. That's not true. It's a hidden perk. It's something they need to basically fix and update the figure. So as you can see, it says 22.10, but it came back in 18.58. I'm going to do the same thing with my BFB now. Hopefully I don't get jumped. Alright. As soon as I'm going to fire this off. Okay, by the way, this is the BFB radius, which is pretty good. I'm quite happy with this. There's extra 17% explosion radius, which is perfect. Alright, I'm going to fire this off. Actually, before I do that, let's quickly go back and look at the figure. We have, okay, so the cooldown is 34.4 seconds. Let's give it a go. Alright, side it. Alright, so let's just wait, see what happens. I've already got my stopwatch started up. I'm probably going to say it's going to hit about 30 seconds. Yeah, because the other one was 4 seconds. Let's see if this comes back. Okay, this one came back 28.25. Okay, I'm not sure how accurate that was because I think I might have pressed it slightly late on the stopwatch. But as you can see, it was showing 34.4, but on the stopwatch is 28.25. Okay, so as you can see, the figure isn't correct, and using this build and waiting an extra 8 seconds for the sticky bomb to come back is not a bad choice, considering I'll be tanking a lot of damage. Okay, having said that, I'm actually gonna switch back to the other build and test out the same thing for the other ones. Let's quickly go here. Switch these clumps out. Alright. Okay, so the heal that comes, it says that the heal comes back every 20 seconds. Let's see. One second. Okay, yeah, so another point for this build over the BFB one is the fact that the quicker you get your health back, your overdose back, that automatically adds extra survivability on you. So the faster your heal comes back, the more you're going to survive. Because the quicker you drop it down, the more you run in and out of it, the more you're going to be able to survive. Alright, so let's give this a go. Start the timer. So it's saying 20 seconds with the 3-piece, but let's see if it's a lot faster. Oh, I think it might be. I think it actually might be. Oh my god. 16 seconds. Okay. So it says 20 seconds, but it actually comes back in 16 seconds. Guys, I cannot stress to you how OP that is. I get my heal back every 16 seconds, solo, without even any teammates. So this again, you know, it just shows you the survivability aspect with this build. Skill power is 44k, getting your heal back every 16 seconds. Keep running in and out of it. It's gonna be causing a lot of problems for the enemies. All right, I'm gonna do the proximity bomb now.
Update: remaining supply drops will expire in 30 seconds.
All right, let's see this.
Drop is currently being claimed by an agent.
So according to the figure, it's gonna come back in 20 seconds.
Is currently being cleared nearby.
Let's see when it comes back. It's back 15 seconds. So pretty much the same. So 15, 16 seconds, I get my sticky bomb back, I get my health back. What can I say? That's really fast. And if you're looking to do a lot of DPS, then this is the build for you guys. This is the sticky build for you guys. Actually, prior to making this video, I was actually running this, so I actually found this really useful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably try and show you guys some gameplay for the 500k toughness and this as well, so we can get a good feel for both. Alright, let me quickly see what else I can do. While I'm actually running around, I can just kind of talk to you guys about some of the comments I've been reading on one of my on the previous builds and stuff. I mean, like a lot of the guys that leave comments saying stuff like, "Oh, yeah, you're fighting kids that don't have gear and stuff like that." Well, To be honest, yeah, that is true. Of course, the guys that don't have two final major pieces on, they're gonna go down with one shot. Of course they are. But at the same time, if their health is like 50% and they bunch up, they're gonna go down instantly, regardless. So I see 3 guys there. Let's see what this does. This guy's AFK. Must be. Oh, the server transferred. Great. Okay, ideally, if I what's this? Oh, Hungry Hog. I'll take that. That's 50,000 credits right there. I'm gonna sell that. Thank you. Yeah, ideally, if those kids were good, there's no way I was gonna stick around that that electric turret. I would have just booked it one time. Oh look, we missed a zombie. Lols. Come on, zombie. Ooh, putting out some serious damage. That was a quick switch. I must say I'm proud of myself. See, look, currently bleeding. If you're going up against guys that are really good, they can constantly keep bleeding, and so that's why using toughness, the tank build I have, is extremely good. This guy, he's got some DPS on. Run, boy, run. He's gonna switch to 5 bullets right now. Come on. For those of you wondering what the hell am I doing, I'm kind of just waiting for him to hit me, so hopefully more players come. He's not gonna kill me. Yeah, like his sticky bomb did absolutely nothing. And as you can see, this is a prime example of luring him into enemies. I don't even have to do anything. He's just running away, and just finish him off with my sticky. Oh, maybe not. Maybe he's wearing. I think he maybe switched. Switched to a 2-piece. And then, there you have it. Just get them weak, sticky bomb them, finish them off, and then yeah, that's the end of that. Actually, one other thing I wanted to show you guys was my mask. I can, if I wanted to, switch to this one. It's consuming a medkit allows. Also removes all negative status effects. So again, this adds to the survivability factor. And obviously, I think, yeah, these are pretty much the same. Yeah, if I get burnt or something, I can pop the medkit and it takes the burn off, and then I can probably pop my super and run away. That's what I would do. But for now, let's just look for more enemies. This guy's gonna die again. Oh, here we go. Here we go, boys. That's more like it. He's probably most definitely wearing a two-piece final measure, because that didn't kill him with one shot. Okay, what am I doing now? Is I'm gonna probably make my way towards the tunnels. Alright, there we go. Turret, move away from that. That's the best thing you can do. See a turret just run. Explosive bullets run. Just some jukes. Jukes. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right.
Why don't you use the marshals? Why don't you use the marshals?
That's fine, because I can run into my hill here. Okay then. This is a good thing. I keep getting my hill back. They most likely won't be able to kill me. Keep chucking it on the floor. See, the other thing is, I'm gonna lure them into enemies, and the best enemies we all know are underground. If you know what I mean. Those flamethrowers. That's what you want to do. Yeah, I think one of them had a super on. Either that, or they were in a two-piece. See, he's put me on fire, but I'm going to keep running through my hill. I won't need to do much. Oh, there we go.
Put the chair back. Huh? Was video mine? Ruining my KD? Is that what you do? Huh? You sure? You sure about that? Why don't you, should I just pay you your own account?
Okay. Might as well.
Shit.
So I'm trying to keep an eye on my medkits, because I don't actually have the other mask on, but if I had my rejuvenated mask on, I could take the burns off, but I'm gonna try and lure them into the enemies, and then just one-shot them. Because I think they learned their lesson from last time.
My one's yours.
What are you talking about?
Your headphone.
Oh, it's mine.
This is the best. So you had a good solid 1 hour and 40 minutes of play? Did you go play football?
Actually, what I'm gonna do
did what?
is let me run back. To make my way towards the medkits.
What were you eating? McDonald's, burgers, chips, fried fish fingers. So what's the point of playing football if you're just gonna
And as you can
the
see,
same thing again? Did you enjoy those cakes I got you? Yeah? Did you share it with any colleagues? Or you ate them all for yourself? Were they finished by the time you got to school? You finished in 5 seconds? Or did you save them for later or for lunch? Oh yeah. Did you enjoy them? So what did you have for lunch then? Just that? Why? Don't you get school lunch? Oh, you need to eat, mate.
Ah, I know where I am. Let's go this way
You
again.
should just start taking packed lunch then, innit? Yo, what's up? No, bro, what's happening?
See, because I had my hood in the ground, even if he bleeds me, I just run into it, and he's not gonna kill me. Let's try and shake this timer down a bit.
Yo, why are you eating some fatty food, bro? Chill. Because I can, innit? You know, do me something. You're 4.
Nope, medkit in his hand's dead.
Send me an invite. Alright, cool. But yeah, why don't you just make a sandwich?
There we go. He's down as well.
Why don't you make a sandwich?
Oh my
Make it
god.
cool. No, is it because you what? Because you play football outside and then you don't want to go think because there's other football eating? Is that what it is?
But there's my brother in the
Literally,
back,
don't
so
go like that. I'm
just
asking you
ignore
a
him.
question.
He's just...
Is it because you don't get time to eat and you just want to play football? Yeah, just take back lunch then. Because I know, I used to do school dinners as well. You always spend like 15-20 minutes eating and then you got 10 minutes to play football. Yeah, just take back lunch, that's better. What I used to do is the class I used to have before lunch, I used to have my lunch in class when the teacher wasn't looking and I'd just run out and play football afterwards.
There we go, medkit. Thank you very much. I kind of went to every single medkit that you can get around this area.
How to do that?
There's one outside I can get, so I can get 4.
Yeah, just make a sandwich.
But I'm
like a
gonna
jam.
try and shake this timer off.
Look. Just buy, take a drink, 50p can. Or bottle of water. Look.
Let's see if these guys still come back or not.
That's it.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh,
And bearing in mind, I still got my super. I haven't used my super.
You need to have lunch. Don't you get tired actually?
And even if I do use my super, I'm gonna kill mobs,
You got
get my super back
reserves, innit? You got
ASAP.
reserves. You got a lot of reserve stock.
How does this one come back? No.
Oh, I need Did you play with his gun?
And then what I could do is quickly switch to my
It's like a
pulse.
two-shot gun.
Yeah,
Two-shot
quick
people
switch.
can bang on the bed.
Don't want to be in your menus for like more than a second. Let's see if there's anyone around. Nope, no one. I think they gave up. 9 times out of 10, this happens all the time. I take it down into the tunnels, kill them, and they just don't bother coming back because they know what's gonna happen. Like basically pre-patch, they would have died a lot earlier, but they've clearly have 2-piece final measure chest, final measure sets on, and then on top of that, maybe that guy's no, it's fine. Yeah, on top of that, if you have overheal and you run into a sticky bomb, more than likely you'll survive it. So
Oh yeah,
if you're looking to sticky bomb kill
people.
people, make sure
my
they don't have
headphones,
overheal on before you hit them.
Yeah, can you hear me now? Yeah, cool. Send me back. Hmm? Oh, my neighbour's kid, innit? Is that my brother, isn't it? Yeah, because he bangs out COD, innit? We taught him how to play COD since he was a toddler. Yeah. Now he plays FIFA. He's race fan. Alright, so then what? I'm here. I'm here. What's happening, team? What you saying? What you saying, bro? Less man, just chilling. Chilling. What you saying, Shams? How many dishes did you watch today? How many dishes did you watch today? Really?
Confirmed. Rogue status no longer active.
Should be interesting.
And yeah,
You know what? We need to
there
do
you have it.
zombies today. What are you not saying? We ain't done zombies in ages.
Run them into the tunnels, take them out with a sticky bomb,
Today, yeah? I don't
use
care
the
what plans
mobs.
you got.
That's the whole point. You
No
gotta
plans.
like post patch 1.2.
Uh-huh.
You gotta change your game. You can't just
No,
solidly
let it
attack
online, man.
yourself.
When it gets dead, innit?
Use the environment around you. You know, roll around. Use like
Oh,
cubbies over
basically, I
here.
might
Get
have
your
to
heal
jump off in
back
a bit 'cause
instantly,
my uncle's coming over,
and
guys.
use the enemies to basically get them to attack the players chasing you, and then just take them out. That's what you gotta do.
Right, let's
Now
go.
leaving the contaminated area.
Okay, so this was pretty much just gameplay with this build. I'm probably gonna try and see if I can get better plays and then upload them with the video.
That's what
If
happens.
not,
When a
I'm
family
gonna
member,
switch with the
especially when
other.
they're Asian, they
I'm gonna
find
switch
out
to the
you're
other
Asian
one and then
family
see
law
how that
as well.
goes as well.
They start coming to you for